Hi guys, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your full moon forecast for all of the zodiac signs. This is a bonus reading. I posted a bonus reading last weekend, and I asked you guys to let me know if you were feeling it, and I got a lot of positive feedback, so I am going to continue with these bonus forecasts. This is for all of the zodiac signs for the time of the full moon. We have a full moon on February 9th. It is on Sunday, February 9th, 2020 at 20 degrees in Leo. It brings energy, courage, and passion. So it seems like it's going to be a very interesting full moon. I can already feel the energy, so I'm actually filming this on the 7th. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups upright. I have the Ace of Cups that came out with the 10 of Cups, along with the 3 of Pentacles. Now, when these landed, they technically landed like this. 10 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups, though, upright. So, I'm going to stick these back in because I want to shuffle the cards a little bit more. But I did want to look at these. So, Ace of Cups, for me, it's a very powerful healing energy. And so, psychically, those of you that are in touch with your psychic abilities, I mean, things could be turned up a notch here around the time of the full moon. Some of you also could be very emotional when it comes to family matters. Could also be like the work family with this combination with the 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. So you want to keep your emotions in check, which is exactly what this full moon is all about. It's all about passion and desire. And yes, it brings the energy of courage and passion. But it also, I mean, you have to balance those energies. You also have to kind of figure out how to control your emotions around the time of this full moon. Ace of Cups, though, upright. And so if you've had like an ongoing situation, for some of you, this is actually you healing. There could be a work situation or a family matter, a relationship matter for some of you that's actually getting resolved at this time. So for some of you, that might be over the weekend. But with the full moon energy, it can stretch out. It can stretch out. And so if it's not this weekend, just have faith. Try to stay positive when it comes to this beautiful healing energy. I'm going to stick these back in, because again, I mentioned that I want to give these cards a really good shuffle. So this is a forecast for all of the zodiac signs for the time of the full moon. Full moon in Leo. 7 of Wands, passionate energy. Passionate energy. And that's what Leo is all about, that passion, that courage, that confidence. Some of you might feel inspired to take the initiative, to take action. So you could be defending yourself. You could be defending a relationship. This could be something in the workplace for some of you, with what we just seen flip out with the Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. All right, all of the zodiac signs we're looking at the time of the full moon. In Leo, February 9th, some of you, depends on where you are in the world, some of you, the full moon will be on the 8th. And this is the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. I'm also pulling you an Oracle of the Fairies Oracle card by Karen Kay. And I am going to be pulling you a Moonology Oracle card as well. All right. And there's that Seven of Wands. Okay. All right, so I mentioned that something is going to be resolved. With that Ace of Cups, I feel a strong healing energy. Also, those of you that are psychic, those of you that are very intuitive, for some of you that's going to be turned up a notch here over the weekend. Now, at the bottom of the deck, okay, that's interesting. Two of Swords. Some of you might have to make a decision. You could be putting it off with this Two of Swords energy. I do normally see the Two of Swords as a card of non-action, but it really depends on what's around it. So, Two of Swords, some of you need to make a decision, and what's needed here at this time would be maybe spending some time alone, would be needing to tune into what your intuition is saying. So some of you need to listen to your intuition. You could be blocking it out with the Two of Swords. This particular Two of Swords has a blindfold. And so I could be reading for some people where you could be tuning out your intuition. Maybe there's something you don't want to see with the Two of Swords. So a decision for some of you is needed. Now, what's interesting is I have the King of Swords here. So, for those of you that have to make a decision, it could be in regards to an Aquarius, a Gemini, or Libra. Could be reading for some air sign males, or a more masculine energy. And you see how he's looking directly at the Two of Swords. So in particular, you air signs, you might have to make a decision. My advice would be spend some time alone. You need to maybe meditate. You need to tune into what your intuition is telling you. Because this full moon energy, it brings in that passion, that courage. Some of you might want to take the initiative. You might want to take action very suddenly. But you need to listen to your intuition. We do have the Eight of Pentacles here. We have the Three of Swords here. So for some of you, it's something on the job. I could also be reading for some of you where a decision is going to come through. Something work related. If you don't work for a living, it could be something you've been working on. Now, normally when I have the Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, something that was on hold, maybe it was delayed, there was disappointment around something. If you could not make a decision, if you were putting it off, Two of Swords for me very much can speak about procrastinating. So if you are putting something off, some of you could be actually using this sword and making, a very tough decision with this Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. So some of you, it's work related or something with a project, something that you're very, very focused on. Others, it could be on the love front. So we've seen the Three of Pentacles earlier. I am reading for some people where there's maybe a three-party situation. Could be a love triangle, or it could be something with business, with friends. So you could be using that sword. Now, we've seen that King of Swords, but we do have the King of Cups here. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces person could be significant. I could possibly be reading for some people where you're choosing between two men. You could be dealing with a King of Cups character that is a little defensive. And again, that energy is there. And so you could be dealing with a King of Cups who's a little defensive. He could be standing his ground with something. You might be a King of Cups. You might be a water sign. You could be standing your ground, putting your foot down. Seven of Wands is a very passionate energy. It's a defensive energy, but it also can represent you not backing down. Some of you having the advantage in some way. You're not backing down, standing firm with what it is that you want. So some of you are making a decision now. You're making a decision around the time of the full moon. It's not an easy decision, but you are making a decision, and you most likely are going to be sticking to it. You are going to be sticking to it. The Two of Swords can represent compromises, and so yes, for some of you, it's possible that someone is making a compromise, that you're making a compromise. But I think that once the decision is made, you most likely are going to be sticking to it. Now, what's interesting is we have the Seven of Wands with the Six of Wands. And so I am reading for some people where this is going to be a public decision. So if you're making a decision, you could be letting it be known by the public in some way. This could be in the workplace for some of you. For others, it could be on social media, something like that. You could be putting it out there in some way. If this is on the relationship front, because we did see that Ten of Cups, it could be in regards to a marriage. You could be choosing between two men and then making it public in some way. That's what I'm really getting for some of you, for a good percentage of you. Now we have the Six of Wands here. For others, this is victory. This is victory. This is success. Recognition coming in for you. So there's going to be some sort of victory. Maybe you had to fight for this. For some of you, this could have been a battle. Something led up to this. Maybe you had to be firm or put your foot down or say no with the Seven of Wands. For some of you, you had to say no. Seven of Wands and Two of Swords, that's really what I'm getting with this combination. Saying no, putting your foot down. So because you are saying no, or maybe for some of you, you've made a compromise in some way, but here this weekend, you're now maybe making a firm decision and you're going to stick to it. That's going to lead to success with the Six of Wands. You feeling proud as well, feeling proud of yourself, which that's that Leo energy. So again, listen to your intuition. You know what it is that you should do. You might have been putting something off. You know what it is that you should do. And I do see you taking action. Wands are all about that action, and that's that Leo energy. So you're going to feel inspired. Some of you may be dealing with a King of Cups. If this is not you, which I'm definitely reading for some water sign males, possibly could be air sign males as well. I have this masculine energy here. I could be reading for some people where you're choosing between two men. And if this is not on the love front, this could be business related. Who am I going to work with? Let's pull you some additional guidance cards, some oracle cards here. And guys, if you're not seeing my videos come up in your feed, make sure you are subscribed. YouTube did make some changes where they eliminated a lot of accounts that were not being used on a regular basis. So make sure that you're seeing my videos. Make sure I'm coming up in your feed. You can always hit the little bell if you want to receive notifications. I would suggest that you do, because people that I'm subscribed to, I don't always see their videos come up in my feed. So what I do is I hit the little bell, so I make sure that I don't miss anything. So Hit the little bell if you haven't already. All right, so all of the zodiac signs. What do they need to know around the time of the full moon? There we go. Interesting, interesting. Okay. And I'm also pulling you a Moonology Oracle card, which I did also use the Moonology Oracle deck for this upcoming week's forecast that are coming out. All right. What else do they need to know for the full moon? February 9th. Additional guidance for all of the zodiac signs for the full moon. Right, so I have 3 cards here, okay. All right, so I'm going to look at all of them. This is a forecast for all of the zodiac signs, so I want to look at all of them. All right, so we do have lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found. Thanks to the lost and found fairy, sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. Okay, guys. Beautiful. Lost and found. And this is from the Oracle of the Fairies deck by Karen Kay. It's a beautiful deck. Fairly new. I'm loving it. I'm using it for my dailies. I pull a daily oracle card every single day on Facebook and Instagram. I'm currently working with this deck. I've been loving it. Lost and found. So some of you are maybe going to be finding something out, something that's very important. Something could be coming to light here around the time of the full moon. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. And so you could be finding something out, or you could be finding something that you didn't even know that you lost. Sometimes tarot and oracle cards, you know, they can be quite literal. And so I am reading for some people that you're finding something that maybe you didn't even know was lost. But this is beautiful. This is wonderful. So there's something coming to light. You're finding something, and it's very important. Now, we do have it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So, guys, for some of you, you're dealing with a Scorpio. For some of you, a Scorpio is significant, but it is time to release negativity. And for some of you, by you releasing negativity, and so that can be, you know, toxic friendships, relationships, a work environment, whatever is no longer serving you. By you doing that, for some of you, you are going to find something else. We also have hold your vision, fixed moon. So again, some of you dealing with a Scorpio, some of you dealing with a fixed sign, and Scorpio is a fixed sign. And then we have your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. That's interesting. So for some of you, your commitment is being tested by the universe. Do you really want this? How much do you want this? And so this Leo energy, this full moon in Leo is all about our passions, our desires, and making moves taking action, making moves, making it happen. And so I think that many of you are being encouraged to let go of what's no longer serving you. Hold your vision. For those of you that are in the process of manifesting something, or those of you that are taking action here, hold your vision represents you not giving up, staying focused, not allowing yourself to get sidetracked. And this could be by some sort of negative influence, some sort of distraction for some of you. Your commitment is being tested. So possibly I'm reading for some people where you're dealing with two men. Maybe one of these men could be your boyfriend, could be your husband, and one of these characters, it could be a temptation for some of you. Your commitment is being tested. Others, how bad do you want this? And I do feel like many of you, this is something you are very passionate about. And we do see you coming out on top here with the Six of Wands. It is a card of victory. And we have lost and found. So this is beautiful. You are finding something out. Some of you are recovering something. So very nice, guys. I hope that you found this bonus reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. If you are interested over on Vimeo, guys, I do have the 2020 yearly readings. Those are tarot and Lenormand readings. If you are interested, the link is below. If you're interested in having a private reading with me, please check out northeasttarot.com. All right, guys, full moon blessings. Take care.